everybody, this is Daniel coming to you live from Dubai, from a home here in Dubai, and I am so very pleased, honored, and excited about today's webinar, a live webinar full of amazing and transforming stories in our beautiful profession of network marketing. This is going to be a night to remember. This is where it's at, so congratulations for everyone joining our webinar tonight, because we are going to have some incredible people on this stream for you. So here's my advice. Go grab a pen, go grab a notepad or notebook. I'll have mine right in front of me, the Network Marketing Pro notepad, notebook, and get ready to learn some great things for your business and about a beautiful profession of network marketing. We're going to feature tonight 3 incredible MLM rock stars that are going to share their stories and their backgrounds and their tips for success for you guys in order to help you to have a breakthrough experience in your business, in your network marketing company. And, of course, we are going to feature a VIP, a true VIP guest tonight, which is Mr. Eric Worre himself. And I'm sure y'all very excited about that. Before we get into our first speaker, give me a second to just share my story with you guys real quick so you know who is talking tonight. So my name is Daniel. I'm 31 years old, and I'm from Germany. I currently live in Dubai, as I told you before, and I got to know network marketing, this beautiful profession of network marketing, 14 years ago. So I was still in school when I heard the first time about this business, and I was hungry. I was interested to see what's out there, how I could, have a better life, how I could make money. And I went to the seminar in the weekend, and guys, it blew my mind. And I don't know if you all remember your first encounter with this profession, but for me, I was never a person that was very skeptical. I was a person that was full of hopes and full of dreams and full of aspirations. And when I saw what's possible, what's in store for the average person in network marketing, I was just simply blown away. I mean, my biggest fear literally was that I was dreaming and that it wasn't for real. And so I got started all these years back. And the beginning for me was like an incredible journey, because I started off with literally 200 euros on my bank account. I didn't even have enough money to buy the products in a big stock, and I remember buying one product and selling it to my first customer, and then taking the money and buying the second product and putting my little profit back in the envelope and buying the next product, and really started out helping people enjoy the products and to build my customer base. That's really how everything started. I remember I was putting flyers in mailboxes of people. It was in the middle of winter in Germany, really cold. I remember these days, and it was just unbelievable. I mean, people would look at me and they'd be like, what the heck happened to this guy? But you know what happened? I got the network marketing virus, and I'm so happy and proud that this happened, because ultimately this totally changed my life. It took me about 2 years to make $1,000 in the business. 2 years to make $1,000 per month in the business. So it wasn't fast, but it was exciting. Every little micro step along the way for me was a huge blessing. And of course, at some point, things started to work out, and some skills got better, and the context got better, and just by persevering, everything moved ahead. And for me, being in the business then, after school, I started to study, I started to work at a bank, I continued to build my business part-time, and being part-time in network marketing enabled me to really understand how the business works and how to proceed. And I remember hitting a check of more than $3,000 next to my studies, and that was a point for me where I was like, okay, you know what, let me go full-time. Let me go full-time into this. Let me be serious. I have big goals, I have big dreams, big aspirations, and that's what I'm going to do. And all these years back, going full-time in network marketing for me was a beautiful idea, but a very hard reality. Not everything was very easy. It was really a big struggle, because all of a sudden I had all this time. I didn't really know how to do it. I put myself under pressure, and I experienced something that maybe one or someone of you can relate to. I was in the business of my dreams, but it didn't feel like the dream. It felt like massive struggle. It felt like pain. It got to the point I started to become second thoughts. I got yeah, let's say I lost the dream, if that makes sense. I lost the dream, and I was thinking, okay, maybe this really doesn't work, and I stopped. I quit. I was out of network marketing. Can you imagine? I stopped network marketing. And I got into traditional business, worked with real estate, and then I realized how much better it was to be in network marketing, how much better it was to work for your own goals and your own dreams. So 5.5 years ago is when I decided to go back into network marketing, but this time I took a different decision, not only to go back into network marketing, but to become very, 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 very good at it, and to be ready to not only look for shortcuts, but actually learn how does it work, how do you prospect, how do you recruit, how do you create value for other people's lives, how do you build a massive organization. And in the last 5 years, I was able to achieve this goal and achieve this dream, and the organization now is almost doing close to $2 million in sales a month, and this has obviously transformed my life. And the reason why I share this to you guys just up front is because, yes, tonight I'm the host, I'm the moderator, I'm going to introduce you to some incredible people, but also me. I have the network marketing virus. I'm a complete believer in the profession. I'm working on my business every single day, and I'm just extremely excited about what's possible. So this is my story real quick for you guys tonight, and I want to start and jump right in with a person that we have on here tonight, who is another very, very young guy. He's almost my age. He's 29 years old, and he came, just like me, straight from university into network marketing. It's been only 2 years since he's in network marketing, but he already achieved building a 5-digit income. Now, how about that as a first goal right out of the gates? So he was much faster than me. Somehow he developed a lot quicker than me, and I want to hear from him how did he do it and what's his story. So everybody, welcome with me Torben Platzer. Just recently hit a major rank in his business. He's one of the leaders in Germany in a billion-dollar brand. And Torben, I'm very excited to have you on here tonight. So why don't you share with us your story about network marketing?
Yeah, thanks, Daniel. My name is Torben Platzer. I'm 29 years old. I'm Worre, all city. I think you need to mute yourself, Daniel. And I used to be a student to become a teacher, as you already mentioned. And I started my network marketing career 2 years ago. So, you know, growing up in a small town, ever since I was that little, I was the kid producing a lot of mayhem, throwing paper balls to the other kids. And I experienced limitation in life very early because my grades in school were always between C and B. So, yeah, I was at the point, and it never went any better. So from school, I cheated into college, and obviously it's a live webinar, so I can't tell you how I cheated into the college, but my grades were always the same, between C and D. So the D train continues. And when I was 20 years old, I was not even the average kid. I was below average because I had less friends than everybody else, but more weight than everybody else. I wasn't invited to the parties, but I was invited by the professors to come after the lesson to them to get another lesson from them as well. So I remember one party of a girl, I really fell in love with her. I won't mention her name in this webinar. She was a blonde girl with huge brain and an awesome lady, and I really wanted to go to this party. And at the end, everybody was invited, except me. So in this night, I was sitting home, and I realized that I need to change something to become someone. So I heard the voices every time telling me over and over again, you're not good enough, you're not good, sharp enough, not smart enough, you don't deserve success. So in this night, I was lying in bed, tears all over my body, and I realized that I'm in a really, really bad spot right now, but I also realized that I won't stay for long. So I took a decision this night, and I really want to change things. So from there on 2 years, I experienced myself into very different things like playing professional poker games, playing professional computer games, also playing basketball, and yeah, achieving a lot of money by doing that. but there was always one thing missing. I really wasn't impressed by doing all these things because I think I had never the burning desire for one of these things to do. So yeah, God bless, law of attraction. I got introduced to network marketing 2 years ago, and in this moment I got introduced to it. I really felt the change. It really turned, my whole life turned because I had this passion for doing it. And we're a group of people right now traveling around the world, helping each other, and it's really important for me to grow as a team. And we also try to push everybody to be someone on this planet Earth, and to be aware that there are 97% persons on this planet Earth not doing what they really want to do. So I'm really thankful to be in this webinar with one of the most inspirational persons in this industry, and yeah, I feel really blessed.
Thank you so much, Torben, for this introduction. So why don't you tell us real quick, how did you get to know about network marketing? And also, because we're quick in time, tell me, what does network marketing mean to you today?
Yeah, a good friend of mine told me about it. Like in many cases, he made a little presentation with me, a one-on-one presentation, told me about the business, and it totally changed my mind, like in 1 second. Because I get to know this experience, and I thought about, wow, this is like limitless. You can do whatever you want to do with network marketing. And yeah, I really wanted to do whatever I wanted in life. So for me, network marketing is all about teamwork, which makes the dream work, because as a team you can grow, you can do many things as a team together, you can push yourself, you can travel around the world. And we as a team, as a group of people, especially in Germany, we are pushing ourselves to do one more call, one more meeting, one more event every day to become a better person. Because always try to be better than the version of you from yesterday. That's one of the best sentence I ever mentioned, I ever get to know by someone. Because if you always try to be better than the version from yesterday, you always develop in yourself. And for me personally, it's really about giving back, giving value to people. So I try to get all my knowledge, my experience from this 2 years of network marketing to all the people on Facebook making videos about it, making posts about it, and answer questions, because I think giving value and giving back is one of the most important things in network marketing. And yeah, it's really awesome to see how all this community works, because we called ourselves Zero Limits. It's a group of people who said we don't want to limit ourselves anymore, and it grows from day to day, and it's really awesome to see that. So if you want me to summarize all of that, all my experience in network marketing into one sentence, I would say just live your passion.
That is absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for this content. Last question for you, Torben. Obviously, you know, we have him online, Mr. Eric Worre, tonight, and I know you for quite a while now, and I know that this man has changed not only my life but also your life tremendously. So why don't you share with us what's your favorite story about you or your business related to Eric Worre?
Yeah, related to Eric Worre, I was at the event last year in Manchester, Recruiting Mastery. I went there with my team, 35 people. Everybody of them is really successful today. And one person of them is one of my best friends. It's called Matthias, 22 years old. He took a decision on this event. And since then, we are traveling around the world. He was 1 year in network marketing, totally unsuccessful, never achieved any bug out of it. And yeah, no, he totally changed his life. And there's one sentence, I even framed the sentence I learned from Eric Worre. It's really important for me. It's like, when you feel like quitting, remember why you started. And I think it doesn't matter if you're in network marketing or you have your own business, you're in a startup, maybe you're producing an app like me at the moment. It's always like you have ups and you have downs. And it's really, really important to have a strong why. And that's what I learned in GoPro and from Eric as well last year in Manchester, because you need a why besides of money. Because you need really a why. This is deep in your heart. And for me personally, it's about creating stories. helping other people achieving their goals and their dreams, because I learned when you help enough people achieving what they want, you can have whatever you want.
Wow, that's powerful. Thank you so much. This is Torben Platzer, 29 years old from Germany, coming straight out of university, hitting a 5-digit income and just recently having a major rank advancement. And this is truly inspiring, and it really reminds me of so many young people and the potential they have and what they can do with their lives through network marketing. Okay, we're just immediately going over to the next speaker for tonight. And this is a guy, he has been, I don't even want to say a dinosaur in the industry, but he has been in network marketing since 1992. So yes, this is 24 years of straight, all on network marketing. And he has had some great highs, but especially he has also had some really, really, really deep lows that I know he wants to share with you tonight. I am personally a huge fan because of what he was able to do while fighting through the struggle, now today being not only the top 10 in his globally operating company, but also just as well hitting a recent rank advancement to the highest rank in the company, which only 5 people in the world occupy. He has also been the fastest $1 million earner in less than 2 years, and I just think this is enough credibility to hit your story home. So let me introduce to you guys Mr. Thorsten Sedelmeier.
Hi Daniel, hi at all. So thanks for being inviting into this special call tonight. So I'm very happy to tell you a little bit about my story. So as I'm now 30 years old, I started my first grade because I'm now 24 years in this industry. Oh no, I'm just kidding. But my first experience in network marketing was really 1992, and I was really 14 years in this company. It didn't look in the beginning like I would stay in this company or if I would continue network marketing, because when I started network, just 2 months later my sponsor quit, and then I was looking for someone in my upline to guide me and help me. And actually, I did all what they teach me, and nothing worked out. So after 6 months, I decided I will quit network marketing. It's nothing for me. But finally, I found out that I was just a guinea pig for my uplines for their ideas. So I decided I will learn everything by myself. About this industry and about what's going on, and I learn only this. I teach only these things what I learned and give it to my people. And so I had some up and downs. I went to seminars. I was taught by Jim Rohn personally for many years, and other peoples and other persons. And actually, so I had my up and downs in this industry. And finally, after 14 years, things changed in my first network marketing company. The founder died. The new owners took out 80% of the products where I and my group made the most sales with. So my income dropped from 1 month to the other about 80%, and they made so many changes that I didn't feel home at all, and I was looking for a new home. So I went to several network marketing meetings, and I found different opportunities. I started different opportunities, but either the products didn't work like they were promised, or there were some regulatory issues, or there was no integrity from the founders. And so I never felt home, and I was always on the search. And I never made really in these 5 years then a lot of income while I was always on the search. And my income dropped dramatically, more and more and more. My financial resources were gone, and actually, to be honest, I was a broke network marketer then after all these years. I was so broke that at the weekends I started to work in a discotheque as a DJ. So I was DJing to survive, but this wasn't even enough. So the winter came, I didn't have heating at home, so we just put mattresses on the doors and just heated up one room, and we didn't have warm water, so we had we took a water can and we took some water cooker to make warm water, and so we had a shower with cold or water from the water can. So that's actually my life, trying to be a successful network marketer and being totally broke. At the end, the electricity company wanted to turn off our electricity, and we didn't have food, money for food, so I went to the food bank, get some food, but as they want to shut down the electricity, I really hid myself with a cap, and I went out into to the city and went into garbages and took some cans and bottles out to recycle them to make some money to pay my electricity bills. And that was actually the worst moment in my life, and I decided something has to change. And so I gave network marketing a last chance, and I said, okay, I make an all-in. This was probably the best decision I ever made, because I did not have any chance. And when I made this all-in decision, with my new company, everything changed, really. My goal was to help 25 people in my team to hit the lower ranks in the first week, and actually helping 10 people to reach some executive ranks in this company. And actually, this brought me, by thinking about my people, not thinking about me, this brought me in my first week to the rank of a diamond, and in 6 weeks I broke every record then, and tripled this, and all this was only possible because of this all-in decision. And in the meantime, you just said, I'm so happy. My life changed totally, and I'm living the life of my dream right now. But I'm still hungry, so I still want to go and want to make many, many things and see many people going professional. And so I'm so thankful on Eric Worre that he started this GoPro movement. And that's actually my little network marketing story.
Thank you very much, Torsten, for that. This is incredible. I mean, how life can change through this profession. And you're really giving a lot of hope for people that right now are in a position where they're saying, oh my gosh, I don't even know how tomorrow is going to be. I don't even know how to make things happen. And then it's your decision combined with the faith and the power of this industry. And look at where you are today. This is really, really incredible. I have one last question for you, Torsten. What would you say was the biggest reason for your success? And if you had the chance to give a tip for all the audience here today that want to achieve the same level of results, what tip would that be?
In my first meeting with Jim Rohn, he said, for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. Actually, you are not a tree, you can change. And this was really something, working harder on yourself than working on your business was really something. And this is why you have to go also to a lot of trainings and webinars and reading books to self-educate yourself. And so you make the decisions first to change, and then you find a way, and then you put it into action. But most people I found in this industry are very, very busy, but they are busy with the wrong things. And so I give the tip, so people have to focus on the E path, I always call them, the income-producing activities, not on the N path, not income-producing activities, being on Facebook, being here and there. So really bringing value to people's life. This is something what Torben already mentioned. That's also what I'm really doing. I'm bringing value into people's life, and this will change people's life. And I'm a big fan of getting not only customers. I teach my team, don't get customers, get customer results. That leads to make a big follow-up, not only on prospects, but also follow-up on customers, because you have to create fans for your company, fans for your product, similar like Apple does. And then work learn to work very strategic in your business. If this way doesn't work, find another way. Talk to people, go to the successful people, and ask them what they did to become successful, and then tell, show, try, do, duplicate. This that means tell people what to do, show them what to do. Let's try it together, and so until they do it their own, and then duplicate away. That creates a group of independent leaders. And my tip is never, 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 ever give up.
Wow, you are not a tree, so you can change. I love that one. So this is really, really amazing, and this is very, very powerful for sure. Torsten, we have in the year of 2016, Eric Worre coming over to Europe for a Network Marketing Pro Bootcamp. We're going to hear more about that later in the webinar with Eric, of course. But I would like to know, a guy like you with such a perspective, with such a huge organization, such an insight into people's daily wins and struggles in the profession. How do you personally implement the promotion of an event like that?
Actually, it is really like I said, if you have to. If you have events like this and show people the big picture about our industry, this will affect people's life. They hear stories. Sometimes people cannot really attach with my story because probably they are not broke, they are not down, they did not went to a food bank or whatever. They are successful. So, but they probably can relate to another people's story, maybe from a housewife, maybe from someone else. And then I really, we are very sorry that Jim Rohn is not alive anymore. But many of these things Jim Rohn teach and other people like Tony Robbins teaches, yeah. Eric is now teaching to people, and so all these ideas, all these are not just in books anymore. Now this is live. This is live on stage, and this is not just getting in your brain. This is just getting into your heart. If you go to an event like this, and you go back and you talk to the same people, and you speak now totally from your heart, from the inside, and you go out with the fire in your eyes, and people see you, and you tell the exact same thing, but people saw something changed, and these people will now listen to you, and probably some of these guys will really join. So let the people see the big picture in your team, and the more people you bring there, the bigger your organization will get, because leaders are born on events.
Thank you so much, Torsten, and all the best to you for building your business and to make the company create a new rank for you or something. I don't know. So congratulations from my side. This is really, really unbelievable.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for taking the time tonight to inspire all these people that are on the webinar tonight. Incredible. So our next speaker that we're going to have on was supposed to be my beautiful wife, but unfortunately she's having technical difficulties. She's on an island in Italy right now while I'm coming to you from Dubai, like I said, and somehow the internet is having a total breakdown, which is unbelievable that it exactly happens now. We prepared and did everything, but that's just what happened. So let me quickly share with you the one important point that I believe about her story that is really, really fascinating. So she has been brought up in a really, really nice environment, really, really great background. Her parents were owning fashion shops in Milan, so always been in this entrepreneurial background, having incredible contacts, incredible financial background. Everything was great. She married her high school sweetheart when she was 16 years old. They were together for 22 years. He had an incredible career. She was traveling around the world supporting the family. And then, unfortunately, at some point, her life changed as she went through a divorce. And what happened is that she moved from an 8-bedroom villa in Portugal into the holiday apartment of her parents, sleeping with her 3 little boys in one bed. And in this time of her life, she was using the products of a network marketing company because she loved the product, but she never really was interested in the business. Actually, for her, she was like, network marketing, that's a plan B for loser. This is not for me. I'm never going to do something like this. And I wish she could tell it to you herself right now. But anyways, she went to that meeting. She had a look at the opportunity, and she's coming on right now. I don't know if it works now. Stefania, can we hear you now? It works very, very bad. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, but I guess my internet is not good enough.
Okay, let's try to do this. I can hear you right now. So I was just telling you a story how you went into back like to the seminar and how you were inspired at that seminar. And basically what I'm trying to say is today, not only as well last month, you had a major rank advancement to the highest rank in the company in Europe, in a billion-dollar company, but also you're the #1 female leader in Europe. And I know you're working very, very passionate with people in your heart. So let's use your internet right now. And can we hear from you a little bit about how you made this happen? I already shared your story because I thought we wouldn't have you on. So let's just share, how did you make it happen? How did you do this? How could you have such a tremendous success in only 2.5 years?
Well, first of all, it's because I just love people. I love being around people. I love meeting friends, making new friendships, and connecting with people. And you know, the business then comes. Obviously, you need to love the products, you need to love the opportunity, but it's really about connecting people. Actually, Eric did a video just recently where I was like, oh my goodness, there it is. That's why I'm successful, because I truly love people. I mean, right now I'm on holidays and I'm doing network marketing where I'm lying at the beach. We have the best job in the world, you know. I'm connecting with friends, meeting new people, and that's just can you hear me? Internet. Okay, no working.
I think we're losing you right now.
No, forget it, baby. I don't wanna ruin the webinar. Get it. Internet.
Okay.
Sorry, network marketing was about.
Okay, thank you very much for coming on, Stefania. No problem. It's a pity with the internet, but anyways, so she went into that business to change her life, to get back her life, to provide for her children. And I remember very clearly, because I was part of that story, that we went to a GoPro recruiting mastery in Las Vegas. And Stefania was like, listen, I need to learn. I need to get prepared. I need to know how they do this, because I'm not a network marketer. I'm a mom. And she went there and she wrote down tons of notes, and she went out from there, and the rest is history. It's really, really unbelievable on what happened. And I know one thing for her that really changed the way she was delivering the information to her people was through the GoPro book that Eric Worre wrote, and which I believe personally set a new standard in network marketing education. It's becoming it became the standard in the profession as a training book, and she just delivered it to every single person, and just built this massive organization. So this is truly, truly empowering and incredible. Make sure you check her out, Stefania Logato, as well on different videos online, and you'll love her. I promise you that much. Okay. Thank you very much for your patience with the struggles through the internet, and we're now coming to the highlight of tonight's webinar. We have on the line with us, live and in color, Mr. Eric Worre. Now, I want to tell you a quick background, just in case you don't know who Eric is, which probably is nobody, but let me just give you a couple of facts real quick. He has been actively involved in network marketing himself, of course. That's where he got the network marketing virus. He built distributors in more than 60 countries, an organization or organizations sum totaling more than 500,000 distributors. He has not only been a president of a $200 million company, but also has been starting and has been owning his own company. He has been asked to coach and train 7-figure income earners in the industry, and, as I just said, has become a best-selling author because his book, GoPro, as I believe, and I don't want to say anything wrong here, but has sold more than 1 million copies around the world. Now, I don't know how that must feel, but maybe one day in my life I'll get to experience that kind of feeling. So I am truly, truly honored. I'm truly, truly excited to have him on the call for you guys tonight. He's coming to us straight from his home in Las Vegas, and so I'm handing the virtual microphone over to my good friend and mentor, the person that changed my life like not a lot of people could say. I want to hear from you, Eric. And here's the first question to you. why do you do what you do, and what makes you love network marketing so much that you dedicated your life for helping people be better in this profession?
Well, hey, Danian and Torben and Stefania and Torsten. First of all, great job with all of you sharing your stories. I'm glad I could join you. This international conversation. I'm here in the United States and in between travels at the moment, but I'll talk about what I love about network marketing first, and then I'll talk about why I do what I do. It's a long conversation. I mean, I could talk for a long time. I'll give you some highlights of what I like about network marketing. In my opinion, in network marketing, if you have any entrepreneurial desire, not everybody does. Some people just want to have a job. But if you have ever wanted to be in business for yourself, if you've ever wanted to not have a boss, if you've ever wanted to have that kind of freedom, network marketing isn't perfect. It has its challenges, but it's better. It's better than the other choices of entrepreneurship for the average person. Something you can build international, something you can build from your home, lots of support, lots of freedom, lots of choices. You don't have to have a lot of experience. There's a lot of training provided. You can leverage what a company provides for you and get the benefits of business ownership without the liabilities of business ownership. And you can do it for not very much money. Very small amount of money in comparison to the typical small business. So I just think it's a better entrepreneurial choice for the average person. There's no limits. The company wants to pay you more money. I promise you, if you work at a job right now, your company does not want to pay you more money. They do not. No matter what they say, they don't want to pay you more money. If you start making too much, they're going to have meetings about you and try and figure out a way to pay you less money. But in network marketing, they want to pay you more, because the more value you bring, the more growth you bring, the more sales you bring, the bigger network that you grow, you provide more value to the company. And it's pure merit. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that work in jobs, and they do a better job than somebody that gets paid the same money that they do. And it bothers them. The fairness issue bothers them. Or maybe they do a better job than somebody who gets paid more than them, because that person knows the right person, or they're political, or maybe they're a man, or maybe they're older or younger, or some other, the color of their skin is something different. That really bothers people. Here, it doesn't matter the color of your skin, doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter your background. The computer inside of these network marketing companies is just going to count up the amount of sales that your organization created, and they're going to pay you according to that compensation plan. So it's pure value for value. So freedom, independence, choices, flexibility, support, training. One of the biggest benefits of network marketing, in my opinion, is it will force you to become stronger, better, wiser, more powerful, more influential. And it did that for me. When I started in this profession, I was a minimum wage type of a person, without a lot of prospects, without any college experience or background. I just did entry-level jobs. And network marketing forced me to become more than I was at the time. And then as I became more, I started to be able to earn more. And so I love it. I love the entrepreneurial spirit. I love everything about it. I love that the products and services create a better world and serve people in different ways and provide value in people's lives. So I think word of mouth is the best form of advertising anyway, and that's what we do every day. So for all those reasons and more, I could go for all day talking about why I love network marketing. The reason why I do what I do is because I've been where you've been. I've done what you've done. I've been out there trying to grow a business. I've struggled with recruiting. I've struggled with duplication. I've struggled with leadership. I've struggled with learning how to promote events. I've struggled with all those different things, and then finally learned how to do them, and have done them up until like the last 7 years. 2009, I finally just decided there was such a huge need around the world for people to get quality training when it came to skills and the mindset necessary for people to become a network marketing professional, that instead of just serving my downline, I was going to serve the whole world. So I decided to do that in 2009 and came out with a book a few years after that, Go Pro. And today, the events that we do are the biggest in the world. The trainings that we provide are the biggest in the world. About 5 million people every week consume our content online, whether it's video or audio or whatever, over 5 million every single week inside of our profession, which is a humbling number. It's just kind of crazy what's happening. And a lot of it has been in the English-speaking world, and a lot of it's been in North America. It's expanded around the world, of course, but just for proximity and time and schedule, we do 2 big events here in the United States each year. One is GoPro Recruiting Mastery at the end of every year. This year we're going to have approximately 20,000 people in attendance. It's massive. And then we have a women's event in March. You know, so in the spring we do a women's event, and in late fall we do a kind of a global, big, huge event. So what excites me about that is it's very rare that I get to come to Europe and do a generic event, something open to everybody, because that's what our events are, something where everybody can come and you learn how to become a network marketing professional, see a big picture and expand your vision, and hear some great stories, and just really take a weekend for you to be able to get better. So to be able to come to Italy with all of you and many more leaders throughout Europe, and have an opportunity to do that. It's the only time I'm doing a generic event in 2016 outside of North America. So, you know, I'm excited to be able to come over there and share some ideas with you. So that's a long answer to a short question, but there you go.
Thank you very much, Eric. I want to tackle a little bit on what you said, that you were saying that network marketing really truly is a better way, and that is for one reason being because of the change of economy. And I believe, Eric, you've done a documentary, probably the only Hollywood type of production documentary on network marketing, which is called Rise of the Entrepreneur. Check it out, guys. And you have a unique insight into the business world, but also into the network marketing profession. And maybe from your perspective, how do you see the world changing, and why does it become even more important to start a career in network marketing for the average person?
Well, there's 2 main things that have happened. One is, well, maybe more than 2, but one is the decline of the corporation. People, you know, our fathers and grandfathers used to have an agreement, kind of, with their company that they would go to work and they'd be a good employee and they'd have a job for 40 years. And then, you know, maybe 20 years ago it started, instead of 40 years, maybe it's, you know, they'd have 5 jobs of 10 years. And today, a person is changing every 3 to 4 years. There's no more loyalty to these organizations because they realize that those organizations aren't loyal to them. So people have just decided, why am I sitting in traffic, and why am I giving my life to a company that doesn't care about me at all, and they would trade me out for somebody cheaper in 2 seconds if they could do it. And if technology comes along to be able to replace my job, they're going to take it. They don't care about me. So why am I giving so much of my life? So that's one aspect, is the corporation is changing dramatically. The second big piece is our whole world has become kind of a performance-based world. You're not going to get paid by the hour or the week or the year anymore. You're going to get paid by the result. And that scares a lot of people, because most people in corporate jobs, they just hide. They go to work every day, and they have their coffee, and they just kind of hang out, and they hide, and they sit in meetings, and they hide, and they didn't really produce anything, but they got through another day without, you know, losing their employment. And the world's filled with those, and the corporations are catching on and saying, we got to get rid of all. Let's see how many we can get rid of, and just pay for performance. And commission salespeople are already on this anyway. But if you have the skills, performance-based compensation is great. If you don't, it's going to be a scary time for you as you move into the future. Third thing that's happening is technology. It's changing everything. All of a sudden, it used to be really hard to go into business for yourself. But think about what's happened around the world with technology. People today are selling things through Amazon. They're selling things on eBay. Do you have Uber? You know where you guys are at in the world?
Absolutely, we do have Uber. And we have even the banks giving you free rides.
Yeah, so Uber, all of a sudden everybody could take their phone and turn it into a business with their car. They got their car that they have anyway, they have their phone, and all of a sudden they have a business. They could turn that business on and off. And the key to that is people got it in their minds that I could be in business for myself. I don't have to go to a job if I don't feel like it. Now, listen, you might not want to be a taxi driver, okay? I don't want to be a taxi driver. I have strangers drive around in my car. But the idea of it has people super interested. I just saw that Uber just went past their 2 billionth ride. They've given 2 billion rides since they've started their service. It's just unbelievable. And then you take a look at Airbnb. Do they have Airbnb over there?
Yes, we do have Airbnb over here.
Okay, cool. So Airbnb, same thing. You could take your extra bedroom in your house and turn it into a hotel room and pay for your whole house payment by having some guests stay in your home. So that made it cool. And over here, there's different shows around the world. In the United States, they have a show called Shark Tank where people are just evaluating businesses and entrepreneurs. And there's a Wolf's Den in this place of the world and that place of the world. There's all these different kinds of shows that are talking about entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship's kind of gotten interesting. And here in the United States, the average small business costs $65,000 to start, average. And around the world, it's different numbers. But network marketing provides, because of technology, you can run a whole network marketing business from your phone, from your house, without having to go anywhere, and have an international business, not just one that's in your house or in your car, but you can have it all over the world. And somebody else does all the heavy lifting for you. So technology's changed everything. It's opened up the doors, and people get it. It's really easy for people to say, oh, I can promote a product or service, and I can just be in touch with everybody on my phone, and I can do this when I want to, and I can turn it off if I don't want to. Interesting. And the difference is, when you take somebody on an Uber ride, you don't get paid tomorrow for the ride you did today. In network marketing, you start building an organization, you're going to get paid over and over and over and over and over and over and over, potentially for years, for the effort that you did today. So show me where you can find something like that. You can get paid long term for a one-time effort. You can get paid for potentially years. It's pretty dramatic what's going on. So in the new economy, I think people are searching more than ever. They want to go into business for themselves. I think a question that people need to ask, if you're in network marketing, people need to ask of your friends and family and people that you know that are not in network marketing, is just talk to them about entrepreneurship. Just ask them, have you ever thought of being in business for yourself? And if they say yes, what have you tried? And why aren't you in business? Why aren't you doing it now? And if they say it's time or money or they don't have a product idea, you can say, well, I've got a solution for that. You have an option with what we do in network marketing. So the economy is opening up, the new economy is opening up all kinds of doors because people realize working for someone else is just a different form of slavery and they want out of it.
Wow, that is very, very impressive, Eric, and you're absolutely right. I mean, every time I have conversations with people on why to go into network marketing or why to start a career, and I always ask them, have you ever thought about not going into network marketing and just see things continue the way they do right now? Where are you going to end up? I mean, like, you tell me what's another option that can provide all of this, and that's usually when you flip the plate, and then they're like, okay, show me about, how can I get this started, and then it's really about helping them, and that's where the distributors come into play and really reach out, give a helping hand, and help them. And so it's truly amazing. It makes me proud to hear from your perspective on how tremendously influential a distributor can be for a life or a family, and this is really amazing. Now, Eric, I've attended many of your events, as you know, and I've heard so many great concepts from you, so many great ideas from you, so many truly priceless thoughts and concepts. But there is one thing that I remember clearly. It completely transformed the way I look at the business, and that is working with the power of events. And I remember it was about 3 years ago that I was in a meeting in Las Vegas or in Henderson that you did, and you were sharing stories on massive leaders in our industry on how they transformed their life simply by taking a single decision on promoting an event. And I would love for you to share just maybe 1, 2, or maybe 3 stories that you have at the top of your mind of people or of what you've heard on how people took a decision and took an event like we have now, what you said, like we have a European, a generic event with you coming up in October 15th and 16th in Rimini, the Network Marketing Pro Bootcamp. Now, and what, like the power on an event like this, what it can do for your life, for your career. I would love for you to share this, because if I know there is someone on this webinar that's going to take this message and hit it home, and we're going to hear from him all around the world because of that. So I want to hand out this opportunity to somebody else because you gave it for me.
All right, happy to do it. Here's what I will tell you. I believe that success leaves clues, and if you'll just study people who have the results that you want, then you have an excellent chance at getting the results that they get. So when I study the top earners, and I study them all the time, top earners all over the world, one of the things that I notice that they are absolute masters of is the promotion of events. They're so good at getting people to see a big picture. They're so good at not just announcing and not just inviting, but promoting an event and repeating that message and giving out the vision and letting people know the benefits. And they are just relentless. They're just absolutely almost brutal about it. They just don't let up at all, not even for a second. And I've asked many of them why, and I ended up coming up with a number, and this number is not a scientific number, but I'll give you a general number that I've seen holds true in 60 countries around the world. You'll earn approximately the equivalent of $1,000 US per person that you have attend a major destination event per year. Whether it's your company convention or it's an event like we're going to do in Rimini, $1,000 per person per year. So if you want to make $100,000 per year, figure out a way to get 100 people into one of those events. If you want to make $500,000 a year, figure out a way to get 500 people into those events. Because the event does the work for you. The event provides the social proof. The event shows the big picture. I heard it said earlier, I think Torsten or Torben, maybe both of them said, leaders are born at events. That's the truth. They are. Every major defining moment I ever had in my career happened at one of these events. So it sells people on the product. It sells people on the systems. It sells people on the mindset necessary. It paints the big picture. It does all of these things. So once a leader understands the value of this, okay, that it's really important, it's a big deal, then they set out to create a game plan to make it happen. So one is the vision. Imagine what it would do for your business if you weren't planning on attending the Rimini event, which if you're anywhere even close and you're not planning to attend, I really would question the judgment of that decision, because it's I'm not going to say it's once in a lifetime, but it's certainly once in several years type of an opportunity to be able to learn from some of the people who are really exploring our profession on the highest levels and succeeding at the highest levels. So let's just say you weren't planning to attend, but you watch this and say, okay, I'm going to attend, and you could go by yourself and you can get one result. Or imagine if you brought 10 of your top leaders or the top people in your group, and if let's say you only have 10 people in your group, but you brought all 10. What's the next year look like, do you think, as they all come out of that event and they're all on the same page and they're all inspired and they're all motivated and they're all ready to end this year strong and start next year strong? What happens to your team? My opinion, your team is minimum 500% bigger from that decision. Now here's the cool thing on your part. You only have to buy one ticket for yourself. You have to promote the other 10. You don't have to buy the other 10. You just promote them. So you get those people to attend with you. Now all of a sudden you got you plus 10. That turns into a huge growth opportunity the next 12 months. Or you decide not to go. Everybody's on a different page, and you're kind of slowing down into the holidays, and you go into Christmas season. You kind of slow down, and everybody else is slowing down, so you slow down, and you start the year with no momentum, 2017, and you start and you stop, and you start and you stop, and a year later you're still frustrated crawling through network marketing. That's kind of the choice you have. Now, if you're a leader, I think you're nuts if you don't get 100 people at this event. I think you're just crazy if you don't move heaven and earth to make that happen. Just because it's too big of a leverage tool for you. And if you're worried about, is this, hey, is my team going to be safe here? The answer is yes. We've been doing this for 6 years now. We're about to do our 7th year in the United States. And it's a generic event, completely 100% safe. There's no company mentions. There's no product mentions. We're very serious about it. If anybody prospects in that room, they're asked to leave with no refunds. People really honor that. And I believe some of your people were at the UK event that we did last year, and they got to see that in real life. And if you're at the United States events, you'll have an opportunity to see that in real life. But it's generic, it's safe, but it's powerful. I mean, what we're going to deliver is no joke when it comes to content. I can't wait, to be able to spend 2 full days giving you the best practices, best ideas that I've been collecting from all over the world with my rock star $1 million earning friends around the world. So I'm excited about that. But so back to stories. I will tell you, my life changed by promoting events. There's one story. The guy's name is Art. He came to one of my events, 1992, and sat down with me and one of my friends in the business, and had no money, zero money. He drove all the way from 18-hour drive to be able to get to this event in Chicago in the United States, and just said, tell me what I got to do. And we told him, the only thing between you and radical success in your business is to put 1,000 people in a room 90 days from now and do a big event in your local market 90 days from now. And he was like, well, how would I do that? And we spent a couple hours. We broke it down. What does his team need to look like? He'd have to get 10 people, each get 100. If he has each of those 10 get 10, then everybody's got to bring 10. You're going to bring prospects, you're going to bring guests. And 90 days later, he didn't have 1,000, but he had about 600. And he went on to create this huge career. Today, he earns about $5 million US dollars every year. And all from that choice to be able to pull out all the stops and fill up an event when other people would choose not to. There's a million reasons not to go to an event like this, and there's a million reasons to go. And the leaders just decide, I'm going to do it. The downside is nothing. I mean, the upside is infinite. So I would just tell you, events like this, on a selfish level, if you've been reading GoPro, or if you've been watching any of the stuff that we've done, or Rise the Entrepreneur, any of that stuff, and you're within reach of getting to Rimini, please come, because I want to meet you. I want to be able to look you in the eye and say hello. I want to be able to share this experience with you, and hopefully take your business and your posture and your career to the next level. And that's the key to what we want to do, is help you take your business to the next level. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on events.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Eric. This is really there is a last question that I have for you tonight, and I know I'm going to give all the details about the event when you're done, so that everybody who's not yet registered can register. And just throwing it out there is Network Marketing Pro Bootcamp.it. That's the website for Italy. There is going to be translation provided into many different languages. The event is being organized by a company called Risorse della Mente, who is one of the 2 biggest personal development organizers for events in Europe. So we have a strong partnership here with it. So I'm feeling so confident about this event. I'm just working every day to get my group there, and I understand totally what you're saying, Eric. So maybe for the person that is in the process of deciding or understanding on because I know people always do this. They're like, okay, I need to get the time free, and I need to get the money for the airfare, and then I need to get the ticket, and then also I need to, I don't even know if I can get, the kids being taken care of and all of this. Now, they look at all the cost side on what does it cost for me to get there. Now, on the other side, we have the value of the event. And maybe as a final question for tonight, and again, Eric, I'm super thankful for having you on this webinar, because there is no other person that could share like you. What's the person individually going to learn at that event? I mean, what is different about every single participant before the event and the change that you're trying to make on Common Derivity for the Network Marketing Pro Bootcamp?
Well, I'll just speak to the people maybe thinking about it. Listen, if you're involved in the network marketing profession and you're not satisfied with your results, in other words, you feel like you have more potential in you than you are experiencing in results, then you need to be there, because you're gonna get a collection of good ideas. You're going to hear best practices from around the world. You're going to expand your vision. You're going to take a weekend, and there's something that happens at an event like this that's different than going to your company convention, because if you go to your company convention, everybody's got their posture on and everybody's kind of playing the game with each other. There's a lot of politics going on. Here, it's just a weekend for you. It's a weekend for you to explore what might be holding you back to your fullest potential. And that's a really important conversation, because all of us have things that are holding us back from achieving what we should be achieving in network marketing. So that's what this is about. It's about doing that. And as far as the decision, look, too many people are crawling in network marketing when they can be running. And the most valuable thing we have is time. And it's my personal belief that if you attend an event like this, you're going to shave a year to 2 years off of your learning curve. You're going to be a year to 2 years ahead of people who don't attend an event like this. And if you want to keep crawling and just keep, inching your way through the network marketing experience, then don't come. But if you're ready for a breakthrough, it's not for everybody. Look, this is for people who want to have a big business and want to have a breakthrough and want to eventually be full-time, hopefully, and want to, fire their boss and retire their spouse and take care of their parents and give to the causes that are important to them and live a big life. That's what this is for. If you want to, look, if you don't have big goals and big aspirations, if you don't have big belief in yourself, it's not a good place for you to go. It's going to be too much for you. But if you're ready, if you're hungry, then there's no better place to be than to be sitting in there with us for 2 full days, exploring the skills necessary to be a network marketing professional, the mindset necessary, the strategy necessary, and what might be holding you back. We're going to figure out what's holding you back over the course of 2 days, and then give you a prescription to be able to fix it. So it's important. I take it very, very seriously. This is not just about affecting your life. It's about giving you the tools to affect 1 million people's lives. And if you don't think that you can affect 1 million people's lives, you're wrong, because you can. The people that are on this webinar, either they have or they will, because they made the decision. Torben and Torsten and Stefania and Danian, they're all going to affect 1 million people plus. 1 million people plus. Think about that. Those people's lives changed because these people made a decision. Come on. You have the option to do the same thing. Or you have the option to play small. I mean, I'm not here to tell you what to do or tell you what decisions to make, but I am here to tell you that if you attend, you're going to leave there empowered to step into your full potential inside of our great profession. And it would be an honor for me to be a little piece of that story. That's why I do what I do. You want to know why I'm coming to Italy? It's not for the money. I got plenty of money. I'm coming to Italy because if I can plant a little tiny seed in somebody like you, and that seed turns into another 1 million people impacted in a powerful way around the world, I get to be a little piece of that story. and that's fun for me, right? So anyway, I hope you attend. I hope I get to meet you in person, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm grateful for the leaders that have stepped up to help promote, and the promotion company that's helping organize all of that. Can't wait to come to Italy, one of my favorite countries in the world. Our daughter is Italian, and she's getting married. We're getting the wedding ceremonies in Como the end of August. So we'll be over there a couple times between now and the end of August, and then back to hang out with you guys. So I got to jump on another call, but I'm going to give it back to you guys and get the details. And please come and attend. I hope you do. I look forward to working with you. Wish good fortune to everybody, and thanks to all the people who contributed to the webinar. Love you.
Thank you so very much, Eric, and for your passion and leadership in helping people being better and getting the results that they really desire in network marketing. And I know it's going to be unbelievable to see you live in Rimini. And I also know for many people in Europe, it's going to be the first, if they do not speak English, to actually understand what you're saying, because there has never been a generic event that was actually simultaneously translated to different languages than English. I mean, this is the first time. I know all my Germans are going crazy. People in Italy literally are like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. People from France, from Poland. I mean, there's so many people that are excited to be able to listen to your message for the first time. So this is going to be truly, truly inspiring, and it's really, really awesome. So I want to give you guys just in closing of this webinar, obviously, some of the details so that you're all aware of. So again, the website for purchasing the tickets are Network Marketing Pro Bootcamp.it. Network Marketing Pro Bootcamp.it. You will also find a banner just on networkmarketingpro.com. So on Eric's website, on the right, you'll see a little square banner that's changing, and it says Rimini, and you click on there, and it takes you right to the website. Just before this webinar, I had a conversation with the owner of Risorse della Mente, who is the organizer for the event, and they shared with me the information that the event already now, although we still have 90 days, 3 full months to go, is already 60 to 65% sold out. So this is an event that will sell out. So please get your organizations ready, get your teams ready, make the game plan tonight. Do not let another night go by before taking a decision on what you're going to do with this unbelievable opportunity. Also for me, as a leader in my business, I really feel that as we all in Network Marketing Europe combine and unite and work together through our different companies, through our different leadership teams, and we make network marketing a bigger playground, a bigger game where we all work together instead of fighting each other, we can make something truly special happen. And we've seen this in the US already, and I do not believe that there is any reason why the US event has to be bigger than the European event. Now, obviously, this is the first time we're doing it in Europe. It's going to be Eric's biggest generic event ever held in Europe. So this is something truly, truly spectacular, and you can be part of that story. And I know that me, for my part, with my organization, my teams, we're definitely going to be a big part. We're playing full out. We're trying to make big things happen. I just want to inspire other leaders and other people to do the same thing, because I believe that the work Eric is doing is tremendous. It's incredible. It has changed my life. It has changed the life of my wife. It has changed the life of so many leaders in my organization, and sidelines and crosslines and friends that we met because of it. It's truly impressive. So again, the event will sell out, so it's very, very important to get organized with your leaders to get the tickets. Also, there's a countdown on the website, and prices are going up soon because we still find the early bird pricing on the website. So again, there's a great chance for savings if you get on the website and purchase your tickets. Now, having said this, I want to hit on a last subject for closing for tonight, and that is what I call the VIP experience. And now this is a concept that is not for everybody, but this is a concept which I personally gained a lot of value for my personal business. So I want to share that with you. In the beginning, when I would attend events on a global level, I would also just attend the event. I would just make sure I'll be there. Like I just have to be in the room no matter what, right? But in the moment I had the chance to invest a little bit more money, I made sure that I would be a VIP at the event. And here is why. At every event of Eric Worre, if you are part of a VIP group, not only you're going to sit in the front, you are fully focused on the event, you have the best view, you can take the best pictures, you can take the best notes because you actually have a table in front of you. But on the other side, the people around you, everybody, every achiever, every high-level successful person in network marketing would always attend as a VIP at an event like that. And the VIP experience, you get a chance to meet and greet Eric Worre. I mean, some of you have been asking, how is it possible that Daniel Fire, 31 years old, has a live webinar with Eric Worre? Now, I can tell you why, because I've been attending his events for years and years and years. I've been at the VIP experience for years and years and years. I have had a chance to connect. I had a chance to talk to him. I had a chance to build a relationship. And you have no idea, beyond anything that would be superficially, visible from tips for your business, what these relationships can bring to your life. And also all the other people, whether it's author of Beach Money, Jordan Adler, like you meet these people at VIP experience, right? And I'm not going to say who are you going to meet in Rimini, because I don't know all the incredible leaders from all around Europe and the world are going to be in Rimini. But all I'm saying, if you are serious about your experience, go VIP. I tell you, this is going to be off the chart, and it's going to be a life-changing experience. I'm sure everybody else agrees on the top leadership that VIP makes the whole world turn for you. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for taking the time on this MLM Rockstar video night with Mr. Eric Worre, but also thank you for our guests, which was Torsten Sedelmeier, which was Torben Platzer, and also Stefania Logato. My name is Daniel Fire, and my passion is to live my dreams, but also help other people to live their dreams, and I hope I was able to contribute to that tonight for you guys. Thank you so much. Have an incredible night, and see you all in Rimini on the 15th and 16th of October 2016. All the best to you. Bye-bye.